should you pull for Sice FR? Let's get started. Her role is going to be an off-turn damage dealer as well as a turn manipulator. Her notable attacks, we're going to start with her LD, is Death Maelstrom. It is 2 to 4 AoE HP dumps. It inflicts her Trap Tenacious Vortex for 15 turns. It also gives 1 free skill use after every LD. Her skill 2, Dark Nebula, does 2 to 4 HP dumps, and it delays single target by 2 turns. Phantom Scythe, her skill 1, gives 3 AoE HP dumps. It gives self-evasion for 4 turns, and it raises her special effect Malice by 1 level. Negative Aura, her EX, and personally my favorite move, does 3 to 5 AoE HP dumps. It heals herself, it raises 1 level of Malice, and it also turn warps the party. How it exactly turn warps the party, I really don't know how to describe it, so I'm just gonna show you a clip of how it works. Now onto her pros. She is by far the easiest unit to set up traps with. All you need to do is set up an LD and that is it. When it comes to off-turn damage, she is easily the most consistent because it triggers no matter what happens. The debuff will always go down by 1. She has good survivability through evasion. At least when it comes to herself, she has consistent defenses. She has enough uses for her skill 1 that she can pretty much have 24/7 evasion for herself and will almost never get touched. She also is pretty viable for turn manipulation. With her skill 2, she can delay single target by 2 turns, and also with her EX, she can warp the party forward in some sort of weird voodoo magic. I still don't know how to describe it. Additionally, her FR can actually do pretty decent numbers. Her force time increases every single time a dark off-turn damage attack is done, and it stacks up every single time a singular attack goes off. So if you have a party dark enchant effect up, and almost all of your party members do off-turn damage, that number is going to rack up very fast. And last but not least, I need to include this is possibly the most important for Sice. She has a badass scythe. No other unit in this game right now has a cooler looking weapon, let alone a scythe. It has that cool dark aura around it, and the way she just twists it around whenever she does attacks, it's so cool. Now onto her cons. This needs to be stressed. She has absolutely no defense for the rest of the party. Of course, she has evasion for herself, which is by and large very consistent for her. However, for the rest of the party, she has nothing. So if the enemy is going to be taking a lot of turns, which ideally you would kind of want for Scythe, you're going to have to either be careful with taking too many attacks from them, or you're going to need some outside help in regards to defenses. Second off, she has no lock built into her party whatsoever, so she cannot serve as a consistent tank for you. When it comes to single target attacks, the enemy can still target whoever it wants to target, and Scythe can't just direct all of the attacks to herself. And while theoretically you could fix that by giving her a call, you'd be wasting her call slot, which in my opinion is much better used by someone. She is restricted to dark damage. Every single one of her attacks, her off-turn damage, all do dark damage. So if you're dealing with elemental lockouts, Sice is going to suffer a lot. Furthermore, this one right here is probably her biggest, most glaring weakness. She has no dark party enchant. Her entire FR relies on dealing dark damage. So the fact that she doesn't party enchant the team by default sucks horribly, which is additionally why you would need Zandy's call, because his call, I believe, is the only one that party enchants dark damage. If you use Zandy with Sice, her FR becomes actually usable. However, without him, she is still going to be doing a lot of trap damage, but the numbers just aren't going to be there. And lastly, by themselves, her traps don't do the most damage. The biggest strength to her traps, in my opinion, is not that they deal the most damage, but from how frequent they are triggered. If you have someone else's FR like Core, Minwoo, Machina, whose force time thrives off of every off-turn damage that is triggered. So Sice's traps triggering 2 to 3 times a turn racks up a lot of numbers. It really sucks that her kit doesn't automatically include Dark Party Enchant or Lock. Let me tell you, if she had both of those things, she would easily be one of the best characters in the game. In conclusion, I'm going to give Sice a should you pull rating of A. Like I said, if she had a couple more things in her kit than she does now, she would have been one of the best characters in the game, and her rating would have been easily S tier. But the fact that she doesn't, she is going to need help from outside effects. But if you have the right units for it, you have the right setups, and you know exactly how to utilize her, she is extremely strong. That's gonna be it for the should you pull video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys later. Bye!